Hello, Falcons.
Today we are going to be talking about some of the benefits of taking a world language as well as interviewing a teacher and some students along the way.
To learn more about Spanish and get a deeper understanding of it, we had the opportunity to interview Senora Hook.
Hello everybody, my name is Lauren and today I'm here with Senora Hook.
Hola, buenos dias.
So for the first part of our interview, we're going to be getting to know a little bit about you, a little bit of your background.
Okay.
Alright, so for our first question, what is your family like? More specifically, do any of your relatives have any correlation with Hispanic or Filipino culture?
No, my family's fairly small. Their actual ethnicity, we are German Dutch.
Alright, so do you have any pets?
Yes, I have a German Shepherd dog. She's 3 years old and her name is Lily.
Aww. So what are some of your likes and dislikes, such as hobbies or activities that you like to do?
I really love being outside, love spending time with my family. I like reading a good fiction book of suspense or something like that.
So you mentioned spending time with your family, hanging out with them. What are some things that you enjoy doing?
We a lot of times we love traveling together. We love going to the beach, love going to the parks, just kind of being outside, traveling, experiencing life together.
Nice. Alright, so where outside of the country have you traveled?
Wow. Let's see here. I have been to Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, Guatemala, Antigua, Spain, France, Italy, Germany, Canada, Mexico. I've been a lot of places.
Right. So this is a bit
I'm
of...
old, so it's hard for me to remember.
It's alright. Building off of that, I know this is a little bit more of a difficult question, but what out of all of those is your favorite?
Oh, that is hard. Am I talking about beach? My favorite for the beach, my favorite for history, my favorite for naturalization. The European countries are awesome because there's a lot of history there. There's a lot of cathedrals. There's a lot of architecture. Just a lot of great history there that can be there. But then when you go to South America, there's a lot of rainforests and different animals and things like that. So the United States. Patriotism.
That works. So, going into more of your work life, who do you work with?
Well, I work with a lot of wonderful teachers. We like to refer to Fall Creek Junior High as the clubhouse because we enjoy coming to work and working with whom we work with. I'm with all the English teachers here in the hallway, and I love them. They keep me speaking well.
Right. And then, when did you decide you wanted to take Spanish outside of the required amount of years of school?
Take Spanish. Well, I started Spanish in 8th grade. And it was an elective that I really enjoyed. And because back in that day I'm old, so back in the day we could have parties and, culture days with food and stuff. So it was always fun. And then I just took all 5 years in high school. After high school, I didn't want to go to college. So I decided and I didn't want to work. So I decided to become an exchange student. And that's when I moved to Venezuela to be an exchange student for a year, but loved it and stayed for 2.
Nice. So why did you choose Spanish over any other language? Was there any appeal to you at all?
I really liked the Spanish teacher, and it was the only language they offered in 8th grade. My brother took German, so I didn't want anything to do with German because I like to do opposite things of my brother.
Alright, so how did you become a Spanish teacher out of college? I know you mentioned Venezuela, but is there anything else that you did, like extra classes that you took or tutoring, etc.?
Yes. After I moved back from Venezuela, I decided to attend Ball State for an undergrad in teaching, where I got my undergraduate degree in teaching education in Spanish. And then I got my first master's degree in curriculum. And then after that, I got another master's degree in administration and leadership.
Nice, nice. All right, so going into more the benefits of taking a world language, what is the benefit of taking Spanish and world language in general?
I think taking a world language opens your eyes. You become more globally aware, because not only that, like of different cultures and things, but it also opens your eyes to language structure. You can see a lot about how like English is really different from other languages. A lot of other languages like French and Italian and Spanish all have a lot of commonalities, whereas then you have English that's a little bit rogue over here. So it opens your eyes not only like grammatically and structurally with language, but globally with culture and different customs and traditions and things like that.
Right. So, how has your interactions changed with your students since the pandemic has started?
Oh, it saddens me. This was a really hard year because I'm such a people person. I love being here with you guys. You guys are what make my job amazing and awesome. So it was really hard when you guys are just on a screen, and most of the time it's all black screens, muted, and or a ceiling fan. So it's really changed. It had to teach us different ways to engage you guys via Zoom and things like that. So.
All right, so follow up to that, how do you think these interactions will continue to change? Do you ever think that might be a way to like go back to a normal style of teaching?
I hope so. I mean, there's some things that we've changed this year for the that I think are going to be for the better and will keep. But then I do really hope to get back into a lot more interactive activities with you guys, because after all, it is a language and it needs to be conducted, like communicated.
Right. All right, so what is there to like about learning a world language?
What's there to like about what's there not to like? I mean, it's fun, it's interesting, you can learn, and if your parents don't speak it, it's a language you can learn to speak in your home where they won't understand you. I think that it's a lot of fun. It's something new and exciting. It's not like a subject that you've had every year in school.
Right, that makes sense. So, what is your favorite part of like the Spanish culture, teaching, etc.?
Oh, that's a double edged question, because my favorite part about the culture or my favorite part about teaching? My favorite part about teaching would be the students.
Right.
They make it fun, they make it engaging, they make it, you guys bring this building to life. When you guys were not here, it was so boring. And not so that it's boring, it was just so dull. You guys really bring life to this building and to our jobs. My favorite thing about, there's a lot of different things about Spanish culture. Are you talking about Latin culture or Hispanic culture? And then there's a lot of different things that I love, but I just love the language. And I have to say the food.
Right. So for our last question wrapping up, what's your favorite part about teaching? Obviously you mentioned your students, but is there anything else that you really enjoy?
Yes.
What is that?
Summer break, spring break, fall break, winter break.
Makes sense.
I love it.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Senora.
You're very welcome. Adios.
Bye. Now that we've gotten a teacher's perspective on world language, let's talk to a student about what they enjoy. Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with Naina.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking to you a little bit about your Spanish class.
Awesome.
So to start us out, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I play tennis and I love doing art.
Nice. Okay, so do you have any hobbies outside of tennis and art?
Yeah.
Could you tell us some of them, please?
I code.
Sweet. Okay, so who is in your family?
Do you want me to answer in Spanish?
No.
Okay, I have a mom, a dad, and a brother, and my grandma stays with us.
And what do you like to do with your family?
We like to do game night or watch movies together.
Nice. All right, so going into the actual questions about your Spanish class, what's your favorite part about Spanish?
Probably like the interactiveness of the class. Like you work together with a lot of the other students, and you never do stuff alone because that's the majority of learning. You have to have conversations to learn.
Right. And why did you choose to take Spanish?
I chose to take it because I wanted to explore like other languages in our country. I know the U.S. is majority English, of course, but also there are a lot of people from Mexico here, and I wanted to be able to communicate with them.
All right, so this is a bit of a broader question, but how has COVID impacted this school year in your way of learning in comparison to years prior?
I know my brother took Spanish before me, so he was able to talk a lot more, get familiar with the language better than I did. So I feel like I had a disadvantage in Spanish because, again, it's really interactive and you can't really do it without like being face to face. So I feel like I really missed out on the speaking portion because my brother's really good at speaking and I'm not. And I can tell even in 8th grade he would probably have been better than I would.
Right. And what do you think are some benefits of taking a world language?
Benefits is there's no gym. You don't have to take gym for the whole year. That's a big one. Also, you can have a lot of good conversations in Spanish. You can talk to your family in Spanish. You can teach them. And also, when you go to restaurants, like you can order in Spanish if it's like Mexican food, you know.
Right. And then who is your Spanish teacher?
Miss Hook, Senora Hook, must I say.
Right. And how has she impacted you?
She is so enthusiastic and she's so kind to all of us. She understands how difficult learning a language is and she does acknowledge that. So it's really easy to like ask her questions and it's, again, really interactive. So it's so easy to like learn Spanish, speak it, all of that.
Right. And for our final question, how do you think that this will impact your life in the future? Taking Spanish, I mean.
I feel like I can communicate a lot better to people, even if it's just English. Like my grammar has also improved just from taking Spanish. So like the class itself, I probably won't be talking in Spanish anytime soon, but I'll probably like go to a restaurant again and like order food.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Naina.
Yeah.
Bye.
Only 1 in 5 students in America take a foreign language, which is 20%, and that's a lot less compared to Europe's 92%. Also, a study by the ACT-FL concluded that students that took a foreign language scored much higher than the students who didn't on SAT. Taking a foreign language also provides many benefits to the students who participate, such as improving your multitasking skills and helping you view things from different perspectives.
To get a basis on taking a world language, I'm going to be interviewing Jolie, who is taking Spanish.
Hi Jolie, today I'm going to interview you about Spanish. So to start, do you have any hobbies?
I like to sing a lot. I've been singing since I actually have no idea how long. And something else I like to do is I like to play video games, mobile and on PlayStation.
That's nice. What's your family like?
It's me, my mom, my dad, my little sister who's extremely annoying, and my dog. We have our own little world. I sometimes don't understand any of the things that they do, but yeah.
Which Spanish teacher do you have?
I have Senora Hook.
And what do you like about your Spanish teacher?
She's really nice to me, at least. I don't know about everyone else, but she's really nice, and she's funny. She has a sense of humor. I like her lessons because she implements fun games and stuff, so we're not always just learning the same, like just her teaching us stuff all the time.
Yeah. So what's your favorite part of Spanish?
Probably having my friends in my class, although most of them are back in 100%. I still get to talk to them sometimes in class through like Zooms and stuff, so that's fun.
Yeah, so why'd you choose to take Spanish out of like all the other languages?
Well, I already knew a little bit of Spanish, because before I had moved to the district, I went to a private school and it was mandatory for you to take Spanish there. So I already knew some of the basics, so I just thought that that's the language that I wanted to choose because I felt like it would be a little bit easier going into it. And it's been a lot of fun, and I definitely am glad that I chose to take Spanish.
That's nice. And lastly, how has COVID impacted your school year?
It's definitely been a lot different because obviously we're not back in person like normal. I've actually really enjoyed it because I've always wanted to be homeschooled. I don't like school because it's just boring to me and I'd just rather be at home. So being at home and being able to do my learning from home has been pretty nice for me. It's been a nice break. So, yeah.
Okay, so thank you for your time and bye.
Taking a world language is really, really important in that it can expose you to different types of culture and can introduce you to a new style of learning. Now, let's go watch an interview of me about what I specifically like about taking Spanish.
Hello, today I'm going to be interviewing Lauren.
Hi.
And tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 14 years old, I'm in 8th grade, and I really enjoy listening to music and running.
That's nice. What do you like about Spanish?
I really like that I can be way more interactive with my teacher, and learning a new language is always a plus.
That's nice. How does it benefit you?
Some of the benefits are that it's kind of opened my eyes to a different type of culture, and I feel like it's really strengthened my learning abilities and memorization techniques.
What has been your favorite thing that you learned so far?
I really enjoyed learning about the culture as well as just common words and being able to form sentences and phrases that I would normally say in English.
How do you think Spanish can help you in the future?
It, like I said, has opened my eyes to a different type of culture, so just kind of expanding my knowledge on those around me and my surroundings in general.
Would you recommend Spanish to 7th graders?
Yeah, I definitely would. Taking a world language in general is always a plus. But yeah, I got to be way more interactive with my teacher, and yeah, I just got to learn a lot more than I think I would have in another class.
Yeah. Thank you, Lauren, for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And goodbye.
Spanish and world language is beneficial because it allows you to have more of an understanding of the world around you, and your grammar improves. Not to mention, it's more of an interactive class where you can interact with not only your peers, but your teacher a lot more than you normally would. And lastly, you get to explore a new culture. Thank you so much for sticking with us this far, Falcons, and we hope you learned so much about the benefits of taking a world language. Bye. Bye.